And then, in terms of looking in the right directory, we're going to look in the Modeler Workshop directory, and we're going to double-click on Association Modeling, and we're going to highlight Association Modeling Solution.str.
Association.
Okay. So this is a pre-built data stream. What I want you to do now is delete some of the nodes that have been built. I would right-click and highlight these and delete them. Or rather, left-click. I would left-click and highlight these two.
How did it go?
Highlight this and get rid of it.
Open
The only thing I want left are these two.
association.
Go to the Modeler Workshop, then Association.
Oh, okay.
Local disk. Local disk.
It's local, right?
Local.
You're good. You're good.
Then go into Modeler Workshop.
Modeler. Oh, okay. Modeler workshop?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Create this latest one. That's great. Click on latest. Click on Association Modeling.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
And then Association Modeling. And then the solution one.
Okay.
All right, hit preview. I want to see this one. You're good. Hit X. Right here. I like this. Yes, hit the V. I like that.
Association.
Everyone's good. So now, what I want to do is I want to show you two elements we're going to use to do market basket analysis. First, we're going to use the a priori node or algorithm, which is found here under the segmentation tab. I'm sorry, the association part of the tab. Click down there. And I want you to double click on a priori, and it'll build it to the right.
Which tab? I'm sorry.
There's no sense.
Which tab?
You go to the modeling tab.
Modeling, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a sub-tab called Association, which is to the
Association.
bottom.
Okay.
And there's a node, the first on the left, called a priori.
Got it.
Association.
And if you double-click, it will attach, and you'll see 10 fields listed out as the number of fields it's analyzing. Okay? If you double-click and open this up and maximize, we're going to get ready to run this. So I'm going to run it, and I'm going to get this nugget or diamond. If I open it up, I can interpret my results here if I maximize. You're good. You're good.
In modeling, you get to
Doing modeling, then association.
association.
On the left.
It's on the left.
Click on that arrow.
Second
Oh,
from the bottom.
Drag it.
oh, okay.
Then double click on a priori.
Oh, okay. I got it
Pull
now.
down that
And
arrow, drag
then
it.
double click on the 10 fields thing. Then run it. Yeah. And then double click on the 10 fields thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then next.
Then
Oh, that's
hit,
it.
hit the overall green arrow here to run it. No, you're right. Good? Yes. Do you have a question, or did you want me to?
I think it's not coming up that table. The way you show.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and then you double click on this,
Okay.
and then you're fine.
Double click later.
Oh, okay. You're
That
good.
will result.
All right, let's interpret this. So now, what does this mean? So what this means is that, if you look at the first example, the antecedent here is that somebody came in and purchased milk and frozen foods. The support level says that there was a 10 or roughly 11% chance that they purchased those two products together. And the consequent is, if they bought those two goods, there's an 83.529% chance that they're going to buy baked goods. In fact, the first three rules point to baked goods. So if I were to interpret how to lay out the store, I would probably put baked goods at the center of the store. And I would probably cluster together the milk and the frozen foods in one section, I would probably put the alcohol, the tinned goods, and the ready-mades in another section. And I would probably put maybe the frozen foods and the tinned goods and the snacks in another section. Kind of lay out my store a certain way, based on what everybody's co-purchasing.
What do you say the support percentage for?
The support percentage is the likelihood that the initial event will occur, which is that milk and frozen foods will be bought.
Get to
The
both
support
together.
ties in with the antecedent.
Why is milk not separate from frozen food?
For the simple reason that we're looking at the co-purchase of the two. There's a likelihood that the two will be purchased together. We care about synergies here. If I close this out, I'm going to introduce everybody to another concept called a web plot. And a web plot works like this. You go back, you click on this type algorithm, you go down to the Graphs tab, and 3 from the right is a web plot. It's a plot that looks at data in multiple dimensions, 10 dimensions to look for occurrences. If you double click on this, you're going to see it pop up with a question mark,
Yeah.
and then we're going to open it up. I want everybody to get to this point where we can open up the web plot and take a look at data.
Graphic.
Is everyone okay? Good. Okay. Great. So now, what we're going to do, it's a little hard to see, so I'm going to circle this. See this arrow with a list of fields right here? Right there? And hit that down arrow, right? And I'm going to highlight everything that is a flag. I just right-click and highlight it, and I hit OK, and they all come in. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different items. If anyone is having problems getting to that point, raise your hand. Or give me a look at Tara.
You don't want gender, age, and marital.
No, we don't.
Gender,
Because right
age,
now, all we
no.
care about are what products are being purchased together, not the demographic of the people purchasing them.
Oh, so you don't want the children are
Not
working?
today.
No. No, but you can delete it, right?
I think we sold you a lemon here. Okay. Oh, I see. Right-click connect.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Then what you do, yeah, and then you right-click, you go to shift. And then you're going to click on True Flags Only and then hit Run. Okay. Guys, there's a button down here that says Show True Flags Only. You have to check that off. Very important, then you're going to hit Run. When I hit this, I'm going to get this crazy looking constellation plot. The purpose of the plot is to show us in tandem which products are being purchased the most often. The thickness of the line corresponds with very popular co-purchases. A thin line means these products are being purchased together rarely, if at all. And you'll see if I hover over one of these lines, look at this one. There's 174 occurrences out of 680 buyers of people buying frozen foods and bakery goods. In fact, you can see there's certain combinations which are extremely popular, and there's combinations that are not popular at all. Like nobody's buying fresh vegetables at this convenience store. I would get rid of the fresh vegetables section. I think tinned goods is a better approach. Now, the slider at the bottom helps reduce down the number of variables, and you can see that we have anywhere from 0 co-purchases to, if you look at the number, 250. So if I want to reduce down this graph, I just take this slider, move it to the right, and I get a more simplified view of the universe. I'm only getting the strong relationships. If I move this enough, I'm going to get some interesting patterns. Like when I cut the limit at 176 occurrences, I only have a couple of combinations now. Apparently ready-made snacks and bakery goods are the key items that are purchased together. And then frozen foods and alcohol, that's another combination. So if I really wanted to simplify my store, I would put the frozen foods next to the alcohol, put the snacks, the ready-mades, and the bakery goods, and the tinned goods all together, and throw out the rest of my inventory, or use my money to buy something else. Okay? Is everyone with me on that? So we're going to close this out. We're going to go back to PowerPoint. Let's go to the next exercise, which is called segmentation, also known as profiling and clustering. It's all the same thing.